All right, Lars, what's up, man? So basically for you, I'm just gonna go over this kind of real quick. Um, just point out minor things that you need to work on because you're like, if we're putting it in levels, like you're at the beginning, you're kind of, I want to get better, I want to improve. I see that you want to improve, so I'm glad to help you out and look over this stuff. You're taking the time to record some stuff and want feedback, so I'll give you some pretty good feedback on it. So just I'm gonna go basic. I'll try not to get too into detail of like what I see and stuff, but just basic stuff for you to work on, like that I'll want to see improvements on over time. So like the next clip I see, I want to see that you're doing this or you've improved on this, and then we can go up from there. So here the first thing I noticed with you is your accuracy is pretty bad. Like, to use a pulse rifle, you have to hit headshots, plain and simple, because that damage difference between 17 and 25 it's night and day in winning and losing gunfights. So like, even this first clip, you're starting out pre-aiming at his nuts basically. You have to aim at their head. Like, that was the biggest thing that jumped out about most of your clips. Is your aim. Like, did you see where you were pre-aimed? Like, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish, but you need to always be pre-aimed up here. I want to see your aim in this area at all times. Worst case scenario, if he slides out, you're gonna adjust down. Down here, it's not a good spot. Your sensitivity also seems high. See how jerky you are? Like you overcorrect a lot?
You're in the lead.
Same here. So you've recognized he's here. Like, you see that? I don't know why we're aiming down. You corrected there. That was a good correction. And then you just kind of went crazy with your aim. So your biggest thing is going to be aim. Like, you just got to work on sticking it to their head. And what I did, I'm going to show you some of my clips with using a pulse rifle, so you can kind of see the difference. I did like this play. When I looked over this, I really like that. You're going to learn that using your in-air abilities is going to help you tremendously in fights like this. So you've realized you're weak. This guy knows you're here. You've got him on radar. He's going to challenge you. Your only move here is to warrior him at the door. So you're going to slide shotgun him and hope for a trade or kill him and take him off guard, or do exactly what you did, and I think you did the right play. Because it freaks him out. He's going to come in here thinking you're on the ground, and when you jump right here, that's a great play. It just throws him off completely. Because he's pre-aiming at ground level, is what that comes down to. Good play. Obviously a bad play, but you know that. So I'm seeing your opponents aren't very good. Yeah, your aim, I want to say your sensitivity looks too high. I would try to lower your sensitivity. I don't know what you're on, but you seem real jerky. That's better. So you kind of stuck it to his head there, and you win pretty quickly. I like this better. I think it's because the wall's there, and it's the only place that you can hit him, basically. But see how you just stuck it to his head and kept it there? I like that. That's what I want you to try to work on. Is just sticking it on them and hitting those headshots. See, you're never going to win that fight, ever. There's way too many body shots. I don't think you hit a single headshot. Body, 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 body. You have no chance. If you hit your headshots there, you beat him every time. Granted, you got flanked, but so that's a tough engagement just because he's gonna backpedal on you and spray you down. I'll try to tell you what I would do in that situation. All right, so we've realized he's here and he's coming around the corner. I think you read that he was gonna push you. So you went in for the push. Yeah, I mean, there's not much more you can do about that. That's a good gunfight in my opinion. You hit a lot of headshots and you won the gunfight. So the trend for you is if you don't hit your headshots, you're gonna lose most encounters. Like there. I mean, you've got to hit more headshots. So for you, it's just gonna be playtime. It's gonna be you. That's unlucky. You supered you. It's gonna be you just getting used to where people pop out and pre-aiming. Pre-aiming's huge, and I don't cover it enough. So here, okay. You've read he's there. You know he's behind this. We should not be aiming at cover because it doesn't do anything for you. You're gonna have to adjust here, here, or here depending on where he pops out. I want you to be pre-aiming based on where you think he's gonna be, and then adjust accordingly. So it's me. I'm probably gonna pre-aim this right here, and then if he jumps over, I'm gonna adjust to him. So we see him here, so my pre-aim would have been pretty good, and then I would have hit him coming at me, and he's weak, and I would have won. So you adjust pretty good. You hit your headshots, and he dies pretty quick. Those body, like you kill him so much, I mean 10 more damage on those shots. If you hit your headshots. It's a good throwing knife. Remember what I talked about using your cover? This is gonna get picky, but it'll help you, I think. So you've determined he's there, you picked him up on radar, right? Good play. You're winning the gunfight right now. At this point, you're still winning the gunfight. You're gonna move this way. I would move this way. Because what you're doing, if you move this way, you're giving him cover. You're allowing him to take this cover where you can't shoot him. If you move to this as your cover, you're trapping him in this corner and you can peek at him and shoot him whenever you want, and he can't get out unless he runs and then you melt him down. So you're behind in this fight now because you've missed your headshots. He's hit his headshots. He caught up quickly. Just in that small amount of time, he caught up because he's hitting his headshots. So he's not a very good player. You're absolute and you're challenging him, and you're behind in the fight. You get lucky with a knife, but if you're behind that other cover, I think it allows you to win that more times than not without using a knife and without, somewhat getting lucky. So even though you won that, I would have liked to have seen you push that. Push your advantage is what I say. So you're ahead right here, and you know that. Like, you know he's weak, and you know he's hit no shots on you. As soon as he hides right here, I'm pushing him. Okay, you have shotgun ammo. I'm pushing him hard here to win that fight. Like, he's just a bad player, is what that came down to. If I was him, I would have never challenged you again, and I would have dipped out through train, and you would have never seen me again. Yeah, you just got to work on your accuracy. You seem real jerky. Like, here, you're way ahead. You hit 2 nice bursts. You should never lose that fight. I don't know why you corrected so hard there, if you see that jerk to the left, which is what made you lose the fight. Also, I would recommend running Night Stalker. I think it just helps out tremendously with evading people and with, when you're behind in a gunfight, getting out. I feel Golden Gun's pretty hard to run, especially in Rumbles. All right, so here's a clip of me. I'm just gonna kind of play it through, and I just want you to watch my pulse rifle kills. And this is just a random rumble. I just picked it because I knew I used a pulse rifle, so it's nothing phenomenal. All right, let me just dump on these kids with a pulse. If there's anything worth stopping, I will. If you'll note, watch my pre-aims as well. Like, anywhere I aim, I'm always at head level. Like, I always pick out head level. And just watch how many headshots I get in all these engagements. See how quick I adjust? Even, like, for me, that's somewhat a bad play when I'm picking apart myself. Because I should have hit that first burst on his head. Granted, he came up blind. Like there, that first burst should have been headshots and it wasn't. So it's a bad play on my part because I could have got outgunned by a good player. But I adjusted pretty quickly. And just watch how I'm using cover as well. I have another clip I'm going to show you where I show you how I'm really using cover. I'm checking radar. I'm never staying ADS. That's what I'm doing there.
I hear you.
So I realized I was weak there. I wasn't going to win the primary. The only choice of winning was pushing or falling out. This is me checking radar. I don't know if you know that. Never stay ADS'd. Headshot. It's going to melt people if you hit your headshots. And I'm always pre-aiming or assuming where people are going to be. Using cover. Always using cover. So I picked him up on radar. I waited for him to make a move. He pushed. I abused that he was in air and I shotgunned him.
Only 5 minutes left. Heavy ammo available.
Just so they don't. See how I adjust to the head? I always am trying to hit headshots. That was all headshots on that guy. Whoa. Whoa, dude. What are we wowing? Head glitch. I'm always trying to get cover. But be able to make a shot. Just notice all the headshots. That's where your accuracy needs to get. Granted, it takes time, obviously. So, I'm going to win that every time. Even at last word, that should melt me. I'm just hitting all my headshots. Far from it, man. The only thing that keeps me, what Tiggs will tell you, is my primary. I have a pretty good primary. I'm always, I like, stairs. I just,
a lot of work to do.
You always kind of need to know where they could be coming from. Is what it comes down to.
A lot of work to do.
The next one's going to be Thorn clips.
Definitely not.
But I want to just point out a few things of how I use cover and whatnot.
Thanks to you, I appreciate it.
But so I'm not going into full detail with you because I don't want you to, you know, kind of get buried with information.
I was going to ask you earlier, but I saw you playing.
But I want you to see how I use the map, so I chose the same map. And watch my movements. I'm always kind of jumping, sliding. Picked him up on radar. I haven't even watched this, so I'm just kind of going at it blind.
I hate this play here, but I have to make it.
So even if you heard that, I hate that play. I hate that challenge because he's at an advantage, but I pressed the advantage and I got a trade.
Yeah, I mean it's preference. I just got used to it. Like I switched. I saw somebody using it. And
I'm at cover. I know I'm winning, so I'm gonna challenge hard.
Okay.
But I'm always leaving myself an out in case I'm behind.
Probably beyond.
If you notice, I'm always working a cover. So here's my cover.
I don't know what your schedule's like.
He's pushing me. He's gonna lose.
Tell me like kind of what works best for you. I can probably make it happen.
Always, like in my mind, I'm thinking, where can I get cover? This is a good example here.
I don't know why I'm not picking these guys up in my radar.
I'm behind in this gunfight, but because I can use cover and force him to miss shots, I win, right?
I don't know
why I'm behind.
These guys up in my radar.
So to me, I'm like, all right, I gotta get cover, I gotta get cover, I gotta get cover. And I'm abusing my cover there, and he challenged me because I'm weak, and I win the gunfight.
Feel him at 4. Okay.
Here's another one, okay? So when he slides out, I'm prepared right away to get behind this, because I'm in a bad spot.
Okay.
But because he doesn't shoot me, I can stay out there and win that fight. So here, see, I'm using my cover so he can't get a shot on me there. And then I'm forcing it onto him when I see the best time.
Yeah, I'll plan for 4 if that works best for you. Make that happen. Kid's actually got a pretty good sniper shot. Never heard of him though.
So if he would have landed a shot on me there, I would have dipped out. I would have dipped out to the left. That's what I'm doing here. I've got my cover. I've got my out. He misses. Instantly, I'm forcing that engagement because I'm ahead. I don't want to let him get away at that point.
It's 2 head, 1 body, but a lot of the times they won't burn out.
See me? I'm not going to go through that door because I want an escape in case he bodies me with that sniper. And then I'm pushing it and forcing it because I'm ahead.
Back into using it,
and I get bladed.
I was leaving a lot of people literally absolute, so I've had to force myself.
So these are the thoughts that go through my head as I play that I want you to work on. So I hear him shooting. Watch me abuse this cover. I'm ahead now. I get pissed off. I see blade. Screw you, kid. Right? I played that pretty much perfect actually. So I pick him up here. I know he's there. Watch how I abuse this cover and strafe shoot and use it to my advantage so I don't get hit. Right? I missed my shot, but I'm ahead now. I'm way ahead. He knows that. He has to pop super. I'm not going to mess with the super. I'm just going to shut it down.
Year 1 where you have to aim for the head, which I like. I mean, it's not just a
like,
body spray.
This is what separates a good player from an average player. It's what I'm just using this cover. I know I've got Axion on him. I get called out here, but I'm still I'm separating myself, okay? I'm always trying to separate myself and have an out.
Yeah, and a lot of it depends on the range too.
Yeah, I'm abusing that cover, I'm abusing that cover, and I'm gonna win.
Kid's gonna pick up the heavy. This kid is.
So he has heavy. I want him to die. That's what I want. I don't want him to use heavy on everyone.
I don't know what it is, but like, I swear I was 2-tapping and getting a body, and they just weren't dying.
See these kids that don't have cover? I can outplay them all day long.
Wish you did. I'm stuck.
See, I'm just trying to stay alive. Trying to stay alive. I picked up another guy coming from their spawn, and I'm getting my health back.
Now?
So I'm using this. This is my cover. This is what's going to start separating you. Once you get your aim down, this is your next step. Knowing the map and having all of your outs.
So inconsistent to me. Like shots that are just.
So I'm reading him pushing around, and I'm not even going to challenge it because it's a bad angle for me.
That's what I'm focusing on for now.
Even though he's not looking at me, I'm still somewhat using my cover. So these are just the things you need to work on, and it's getting familiar with the map and always having cover, always having an out. There's never a time, unless you know you're gonna win the engagement, that you need to be away from cover. See what I did there? I got shit on. He used cover. I forced that. And I'm left with nowhere to go. And he melts me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, give me all the drop off you want, but let my hits register at least.
I know I'm ahead. I'm going to finish it. See? I'm using this cover. I'm behind. And I'm just hoping he misses and screws up, which he did.
That pisses me off. That kid got outplayed so good.
I really outplayed him. And I commented on it in the video. So I'm behind, right? I've got to get safe. What do? I slide in and I hide. Let him make a play. So he jumps. He's out of cover.
That pisses me off. That kid got outplayed.
My only chance to win there is shotgun him. Because I'm weak. And I got picked up by another guy. But Those are the type of plays you have to make right there.
The random
So.
with doc-
Work on your primary would be my main thing. Work on your pre-aims, where you're aiming when people are, when you know where they are. You're aiming down a lot, I noticed. Your reticle is at the ground. That's pretty much it. Once you get your confidence in your primary, and you can hit headshots like that, then you need to start working your cover. I notice you slide a lot in between kills, but you don't slide sometimes to get away. Like there you're behind, you need to get out. I would have slid out. Those are the things I would work on for now. Just work on your primary. Work on hitting your headshots, pre-aim, and just start getting awareness of fights like this, you know, where you can abuse cover and make plays, right?
Is that heavy? This kid is.
So I'll go back to this where I really outplay him.
Finish
Like,
the kills.
this is your end goal, is just to abuse this cover like this. Even my pre-aim there, I'm banking.
Really absolute, so I've had to force myself.
I'm
to
banking. My pre-aim
kills.
is where I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be there. Boom, boom, boom. Watch this pre-aim. I think he's coming out here. He pops blade. So those are things to work on. You'll get there. It's hard work, and it's reviewing your videos and saying, what am I doing wrong? Why am I losing this gunfight? Well, I hit no headshots, right? So keep working on it, man. I'd say take a week and just practice, play, maybe lower your sensitivity. And I want to see the next video that I review. I want to see you using cover. I want to see you exiting engagements when you're behind or when you have the disadvantage, right? So if you're behind or you have a bad angle, you don't need to pick the fight. Like, only force good engagements.
Playing with some really good players.
Like this, right? So here, I think the average player is going to freak out and see this guy pushing. I just sit and wait, right? What's he going to do? Okay, he's jumping at me. He's in a bad spot. I'm going to challenge. So those are things to work on.
Anyway, thanks for stopping by tonight, guys.
It's going to take you a while. Trust me. It took me a long time to get where I'm at, but keep reviewing, keep working, keep doing what you're doing, and you'll notice your improvement. And you'll notice your KD rising, and you'll notice you're just more confident in your gunfights. So you'll get to a point where you should win every 1v1 engagement. So hope this helps you out, man. I'm happy to do these for you because you're eager to learn, and I like that. So keep it up, dude. Don't be racist, bruh.